Okay, so in this video, we are going to be taking this horizontal line of y equals 2, and we're going to rotate that about the x-axis and find the volume of the resulting shape. So the first thing that we're going to need to do is take a look at this line, it's y equals 2, and also take a look at its endpoint. So it is restricted between the points negative 3, 2, and 2, 2, which is, we can also see that here. It says that x goes between negative 3 and 2. Alright, so then if we were to rotate this shape would come up out of the page here and then land here at negative 2 again, then come back behind the page here. Let me show you kind of what I mean. So this shape is going to rotate off the page and hit right here at 2 once again. Then it will be coplanar, so meaning on the same plane as the original line. Then it's going to cycle back around up through here and eventually meet back up at this point. And when that happens, these ends are going to create this kind of a shape as it goes out and around. And then this is going to create this shape as it goes out and around. And then as it comes back through the back side of this plane, because again, it is doing a full rotation. Let me clear that part up a little bit. That part's not exactly accurate. Try to get these as close as I can. Okay, so we'll go back behind that shape here, and then this will go back behind this plane, like that. Okay, I'm going to get rid of the arrows in the center just to hopefully make this as clear as possible as to what's going on here. Okay, so this should be, when we're finished, a three-dimensional shape. So hopefully at this point you can tell what this three-dimensional shape is. This is a cylinder, meaning it's got these two circular bases, and they are connected with some distance here, called the height. I just wanted to fix that right there. So this is a cylinder. Sometimes it's easier to see it when we have sort of like an eraser and we just make this back part dotted. So if that makes it easier for you to see, I'm just going to add that where it's dotted in the back. Okay, so that would be back behind the cylinder. Alright, the volume for a cylinder, let's draw this. Volume of a cylinder, I like to just kind of like draw the basics of what that shape looks like when I'm writing it, just so it doesn't get confused, is first we have to find the area of the face, right? So this circle right here, hopefully we know the area of a circle is pi r squared. So pi times r squared. And then we have to multiply that area by the height, which is this distance from one face to the next, times the height. Okay, so let's first find out what the radius would be, and then we're going to need to square it. So if we look here, this is the center of that circle. And that center of the circle goes out or up 2, and then it goes down 2. So the radius is 2, the diameter is 4. We are specifically looking though for the radius, so we're going to say the radius is 2. We're going to have to square that. Alright, next we need to know what the height is, and that would be from one face to the next. And that is going from negative 3 to positive 2, so there's a length of 3 here, from negative 3 to 0, and then a length of 2 from 0 to 2. So that total length is 5. So the height is 5, the radius is 2. And I'm going to erase, because I kind of drew 2 radii here, so I'm just going to get rid of one of those radii, so it's very clear that that is the radius outward. And that's everything we need to be able to find a volume of a cylinder. Oops, let me put the height on here. So then I'm going to go to my scientific calculator, and I'm going to say, okay, pi times the radius squared times the height, which is 5, and that gets me a volume of 62.8. And we're not going to be putting units on this assignment. There you are. I'm going to round to the 10th place, which is 1 decimal place. All right, that is the volume for that cylinder.